Oh, hey there. Please. Coming in, coming in. It's so nice to meet you. How are you? Fantastic. That's what we like to hear. My name is Jojo, and welcome to the ASMR Spa. Is this your first time here? No worries. Too easy. Well, here at the ASMR Spa, we are all about giving our patrons a once-in-a-lifetime experience. I can ensure by the time you walk out of here today, you will feel like $1,000,000. Here at the spa, we're all about de-stressing the body, the mind, from any tension, pressure that you've accumulated throughout the day. And essentially, all we are doing here is just relieving you of that tension. We also specialize a little bit in exfoliation, skin repairment, cleansing, and just allowing the body to enact its own natural healing and recovery processes. So, before we begin, have you made a booking with us today? Great. Can I just grab your last name quickly so I can check it in the system? Thank you. Right, okay. Perfect. I have you scheduled for right now. So if this is your first time here, I would really love if I could quickly just get a little bit of information of you. Here at the spa, we really value and appreciate our patrons. And if this is your first time here, I just want to, let you know that we offer free coupons as well as free spa booking sessions for new members. So if you don't mind, feel free to say no, but if you just give me your name, your email, I can forward you some coupons, and the next time you come back, you'll have a free visit at the spa. Fantastic. Okay, it shouldn't take that long at all. Beautiful. I know it's a bit tedious, but it's just part of the protocol. Don't shoot the messenger, Alright. Can I just grab your first name as well, just one more time? Great. And can I just grab your email address? Yep. Okay. .com, right, yeah. Okay. Beautiful. And can I just grab a phone number? Great stuff. And would you say that you're someone who would like to frequently come to the spa, maybe occasionally or very rarely? Okay, great. Fantastic. And what are some of your goals out of today's session? Okay, great stuff. Alright, that's it. That's all we had to do. Thank you for bearing with me for that. So, why don't you go ahead, take a seat, get nice and comfortable, and we'll get started with today's relaxing spa session. Oh. Alrighty, well, it has been a very, very hot day. So, before we get started, I'm just gonna go ahead and pat your forehead and face down with a cold pad. Alright, great stuff. Yes, the weather has been rather hot for sure. Alright, so just stay still, and all I'm going to do is just gently pat down on your face, cool down your face. You're doing great. Good job. Okay. Yes, they did say that there was going to be a heat wave. Or as I like to call it, a yeet wave, you know what I'm saying? Just relax. So, one of the things that's really important in skin exfoliation and natural repairment is cooling down the skin. Your pores are probably already a little bit opened up from the hot weather. So all we're doing here is just cooling things down a little bit. And just across the forehead. Good. skin cells, any dirt, anything you've accumulated throughout the day. We're just going to go ahead and cleanse the pores and let the body enact its natural healing processes. Now, I have never really had the greatest skin in the past. Many people that I know will attest and agree with me when I say in the past I've had pretty severe, mild acne, if you will. But after I started using these products and whatnot, it's really helped improve with my acne. So I recommend these products personally. But why don't we go ahead and do it? Fantastic. So we'll just get started then. So the first thing I have here are some liquid sodium triacetate hydrate solutions. And what this is going to basically do is just add some sodium into the skin, just basically through a thin vapor. Just allow those pores to sort of absorb the nutrients. And when it's in a vaporized form, it helps out a lot. Great. So just relax. And all we're doing here is just getting the vapors into your skin. It's actually very relaxing as the water vapor sort of touches your skin. It provides a cooling effect, if you will. So you gotta cool down, but you also are quite relaxed. And it works into the skin, into the pores. And so that's basically all we're doing. We're just using this pretty advanced, groundbreaking technology that we've started incorporating here at the spa. And again, all this is just doing is infusing into the skin to get it prime and optimal for skin recovery, which is what we're about here, natural recovery. You're doing great. Good. Great stuff. Alright, so next, whilst we let that sort of marinate and sink into your pores, we're going to prepare the next part of the skin cleaning and exfoliation process. So, up next, we have a set of very advanced solutions. We have some toner, cleanser, and an exfoliant. All of these products have been made in Korea by a brand that we are associated with, Round and Round. These solutions are amazing because they have a 5.5 to 6.5 pH, meaning that they're just very slightly acidic, and acidity just in tiny amounts is very beneficial for the skin. It's very helpful. So we're pretty proud of these solutions. So we're going to basically apply these to your skin, pretty much totally cleanse out the pores, and your skin will essentially be glowing by the end of this. Alright, let's get started then. So, first up, we have the Perfect Whip Acne Care Cream. So we're just going to apply some of that. just scrub, 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 scrub this into your skin. And basically, this solution essentially is just going to cleanse all of the dirt, any of the bacteria, any of the sort of dead skin cells, any of the grease and oil that's accumulated in your skin throughout the day. And I personally use this acne cream, and it's very advanced. As you know, the Koreans have amazing skincare products. That's why they have some of the best skin in the world, and they have such a infamous skincare industry. So I'm just rubbing this into the skin here. Very good. You're doing great. You're doing so well. Okay. Just one more little coat. Alright, very good. Very good. So as we let that sit and just sort of soak up into your skin, I'm going to prepare now the toner. It's again 5.5 to 6.5 pH, which again is amazing. So now we've let the skin sort of dry up from that. All I'm going to be doing is taking some of this toner, applying it to these cotton buds, and just using that on your face. Great. Alright. Good, 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 good. Good, 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 good. Good, 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 good. Good, 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 good. Tap, 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 tap. Tap, 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 tap. I'll just give that a minute or so for the toner to sort of work its way into the folds of your skin. And finally, as we get ready, I have a blemish cream. Now, this blemish cream is amazing to apply at the end of your skincare routine to just sort of provide that glow, that glowing effect, if you will, to your skin. And this will really just make you feel super good and really help out and super healthy for your skin. So, and this very simple 3-step routine, here at the spa, we really do vouch and promote, simpler is better. We try our best not to use a very complex method and skincare routine. Typically, simpler is better, and the more just, I guess, efficient a skin routine is, the better. You don't want to apply 50,000 different products to your face, and then you have to worry about how those products are going to synergize, and I guess how they're going to sit together on your face, and that can cause a whole heap of different side effects and unwanted complications and issues. So here we just pick a few very highly effective and potent products that are going to do a great job at clearing out the skin. Alright, so let's apply the blemish cream again. 5.5 to 6.5 pH, made in Korea. That's all you need. Just a drop. your skin to sort of absorb that faster is I have a neck fan. So the neck fan, all it's going to do is just blow some air around the face and just sort of speed things up a little bit. It's also very relaxing. These neck fans, I highly recommend them. So let's get started, shall we? All I have to do is press this button and we'll begin. Here we go. Very good. Alrighty, so up next we have some face rollers and watercolors. So these are fantastic for massage, and as they're very cool in their temperature, they provide a very relieving, relaxing, cooling-like effect to the pressure point that we are massaging. So, are there any points around your body that are in a little bit of tension, a little bit of stress, a bit of pain maybe? And we can basically just work that in. On your back. Alright, sure. And we're just going to massage, sort of roll around to relax the muscle. And this will essentially just relieve any of that tension, any of that discomfort you may be experiencing. You're doing so well. So, up next, we have these itty bitty little brushes that I'm just going to be tidying up any of the hair around your eyebrows. So, this should be hopefully very relaxing. So just relax face pad. Just relax. Close your eyes. Lean your head on the back of your pillow. And these bristles will basically just sort of get around to the places which might be a little bit difficult, like the back of your ears. You're doing great. Good stuff. Alrighty. Now, the last thing we're going to be doing is some Q-tips. Now, it's okay. I won't view you any differently. Do you stick Q-tips into your ears? That's alright. We're all guilty of doing it. But if you actually look at the little disclaimer warning on a can or pack of Q-tips, you'll see that they actually recommend you don't put them in your ear, at least not in the ear canal. And this is because you can very easily rupture and damage your eardrum. It's a very sensitive part of your biology. And so Q-tips, if anything, are just meant to be used on the outside, as well as in the crooks and crevices of the ear canal, behind the ears, around the ears, in the inner ear, never inside the ear though. So try not to stick them in your hair as much as you may be tempted to. So what we're going to be doing here is just cleaning the outside portions of your ear canal so that it's nice and fresh. Great. Let's get started then. Alright, very good. Now the final thing I'll be doing is applying a general, healthy, refreshing water-based solution around your person. And this will help you just sort of feel super relaxed, and this won't really serve any sort of actual health advantages or benefits, but it will just sort of provide a general relaxation sort of aura. Great. Here we go. course, is a complimentary towel, just so you can wipe down and anything. Great. I would like to thank you so very much for coming on down to the ASMR Spa. I truly hope you have enjoyed your time with us today. If you have, be sure to let us know, and we hope you have a great rest of your day. Thanks so much for coming.